first carry for Darius Geis. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Leopard! Gone!
On the handoff, it's Geis, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll hand it down to Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll drop to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Geis Rice receives the pitch, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that takes us from second to third down.
We all know how important momentum is in a game, and when an offense decides to take a deep shot downfield, they're trying to create a big play and put doubt in the defense's mind the rest of the ball game. And in this case, the defense won the battle, batted the ball away deep downfield. So guess what? The momentum now quickly shifted from the offense taking the shot to the defense knocking it away, and now they feel like they might be in control.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. Third and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll bite, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. But they watch the film as well, so they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep depth and got his man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down. First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Over here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Unable to, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And
this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you did? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down. That's Newman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Box it. Over. Zoom.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Gone!
On the ground, Geis. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. They'll run for it. Geis, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Hey, check 26.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the ball is knocked out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
Gone!
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Josh Jackson's got it complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, "I'm wide open." They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It fights him off. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield,
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll go down at the 28. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll roll him out right. Caught on the right side, Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, no. 319. Jumbo. No.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Ioannidis. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Preston Smith in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down. That's Newman. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Crosby puts it through, and the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he stopped immediately there. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Sliding out of the pocket. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Thompson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll look to throw here. Jordan Reed has it. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Here's Geis. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He'll get it up the middle. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. This time, the extra point up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him at contract. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 79 yards. And the Packers are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Crosby connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Ground, it's Geis, and he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Redskins on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone!
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gone! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nick Perry. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's back to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
You have no timeouts remaining. You absolutely have to get out of bounds.
One final try now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, check 26.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tristan Decoud picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the